So hello guys, hello, what's up? How you guys are doing? So we are still in a range and we don't know where the market is going to go. We are just going to mark down the failure swings in this price action, okay? The Tuesday was completely in a consolidation area, and even if you see yesterday's market have not moved in a AM session also and the PM session also. So what we was looking for, the market has not done yet, okay? And also right now we are in a premium. If you check the opening price, we are above the 830 and also above the midnight. And for the liquidity, we are going to look for this Asia low as in session liquidity. This is the Asia low session liquidity. We have taken out the Asia high and still have the AM session high, yesterday's previously high. This is the previously high. We have taken out the Asia high on a daily, the same level I have marked. And also in a daily chart, if you're going to see, we are in an inside day, okay? The most likely the day is the third day is going to be an expansion in a big rally, okay? Okay, so right now we have the, so your bias is bullish. If you check the daily chart, okay, most likely we are going to take out this high, most likely. And also we have the failure swings on this low also. The Asia low is also the draw on liquidity. And we are going to mark down the yesterday's PM session low. Okay, this is the yesterday's PM session low. PM session low, and the same level I'm going to mark down over here. This is the yesterday's AM session low, and also the high we are looking for the 1440, 1430. It is the yesterday's PM session high. So yesterday was in a range also, and we did not have a big expansion. That's why we don't have to push hard in these days, because we don't know where the market is going to go most of the time. And if you take a loss, and if you still wanted to take a trade, another trade, most likely you're going to gamble your account and blow that funded account or evaluation also. So this is what we are looking for. We will check the reactions, okay? And on a 15-minute we do have the fair value gap. We will just check it. So this is the 15-minute chart, and Right now this is the 5-minute chart, and I'm also going to mark down the pre-market lows and highs. These are also the session liquidities, and this is the pre-market high. Let's see how the price is going to behave after the open, and we will just check it. Okay, we do have the, if you see, we do have this low and this low. Right now we will just wait for the more information, and let's see how the price is going to be. This low, I don't know why I'm this low. I'm going to delete this. This is the yesterday's PM session low and the AM session low. Just beyond, I have watched the 2016, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 market maker series, and the market maker series of 2024, 2014. Also watch the YouTube videos, all of them. I have watched almost everything, if you're gonna ask me. And I'm only using the very less concept, whatever he is teaching. $24,324. The 2022 is the best one. Can you make a video about the ICT ORG level? Yeah, I can make it. The opening range gaps and all those things, right? Those are really important topics when you are going to trade the NQ. Guys, look, you guys was asking me what was the, you just have to join my Discord group, okay? And over there I have made a section under the educational content where the indicator I use. I also send a screenshot over there which kind of indicators I'm using, and also the settings, so you don't have to worry. And also we don't have any use. Let me check it. Yeah, we was having the, okay, so the at a 7 o'clock, but it is on PM. The Trump is going to speak. Let me check it. where actually the market is opening. If you check, we are opening above the buy side liquidity, so most likely we are going to have the gap up. Okay, and we are also going to open above the AM session and the PM session high. So most likely we are going to target the Asia low. This low can be our target because we are opening above the AM high and also the PM session high. So this level is irrelevant. So we are already opening above this, so we don't need to mark those things. 24,320 is the level, see, for the Asia low. Once we have the opening range gap, this indicator is going to use another range. And also we do have the market structure shift. We have taken out the buy side liquidity. Let me check out, do we have taken out the high on ES or not? Okay, so on ES we have taken out the high. Only on a Nasdaq we have not taken out. And also don't forget, we are inside the 15-minute fair value gap, and this was the gap we have opened. And over here the ES is most likely the ES is going to tag this high, okay, the 6,674, and Nasdaq is not going to do it, and we can have the SMT with ES, yeah, like that. And we have this new opening range gap, so most likely we are going to go on this 50% of this RTH gap. This gap is going to decide also, okay, we are which level we are going to target. This gap, this is the orange level I am going to mark down, and we are inside this gap. And ES has taken out this high. This high has ES has taken out, the Nasdaq has not taken out, see. Okay, so we do have this gap, and we will check it how it is going to respect this area, and we'll see. And this is also the higher, and this fair value gap is so important in a price action right now, because we have taken out the short-term high and we have taken out the short-term low also, and we also have the SMT with ES. And if we have the SMT again with ES, then most likely we are going to take out this low, the pre-market low, and the Asia low, and this is our new range. The Asia low and this low, it is at the same area only. This is the SMT with ES, okay, and we are focusing on this low right now. Hello Danny, hello, what's up? How are you doing? For the SMT confirmation, we need to have the structure, okay, because this SMT can also fail. We need a structure, then only we can target this low, otherwise we will wait for the more information. I'm good. I'm just watching the market and thinking market can tap to this opening range gap CE and the 25% quadrant at least. Pre-market low is the initial target. Okay, so we will see the structure again after taking a stop run. This is why, guys, you have to wait. You don't have to jump on this bearish candle. Once we have the flip this gap with the confirmation, then only you should short. Otherwise, it will be the problematic. And yeah, bro, I want to see the 830 low is protected, and if we're going higher, we have the Asia low as an pending liquidity. That's why I'm not bullish, at least for the short term. And we don't have an SMT also. So this is the open liquidity, and we have opened up the gap up, and the ES has taken out this high. ES has taken out this high, and Nasdaq has not taken out. That is the another scenario again. Yeah, let's see if price wanted to go up, and if price is flipping this gap with a displacement, then it is okay to target this high also. No, I'm not in a trade right now. By checking the displacement, the most likely we are going to go higher only. Yeah, we do have it. I just don't wanna engage in this price action, because even if I wanted to go, if I even wanted to buy, there is no manipulation happen, and there is also no SMT after the 930. Just to clarify, okay, we do have a manipulation. But I only teach once my trade has been finished, and then I give a short explanation why I entered and what was my idea and what I was looking for. But otherwise, thank you, Danny. By the way, ICT is streaming. This is the first present that fair will give after the 930. This one 936. Market is bad just because of the war, okay, and it does not have the clear picture. That's the only thing. Yeah, trader 123, he's going to stream maybe after the 2 to 3 months, once he feel the comfortable, and also he also have the college, he's doing the MBA. So we are flipping this gap completely, I think. Once we close the gap, we're going to say, and also I want to see how this inverse FEG is going to trade, and if we have the order block or something like that, then only I'm going to look for the short to this low and this equal lows, and also the at least the 25% quadrant level. Also, if we see some kind of reaction from this inverse FEG. No, I do not took any trade, bro. If I'm going to take a trade, I'm going to put this thing. Okay, I will put this thing. This is the high resistance one. Also, we have taken out the short-term high, and this is the most influence fair value gap you can ever have it on a high resistance liquidity run. I think Danny remember this fair value gap. And also keep in mind that ES has taken out this equal highs, okay? ES has taken out this equal highs, and Nasdaq has not taken out yet. Yeah, I was thinking like ES has taken out the previous day high already in a pre-market only, but Nasdaq has not did it, and that's why I was thinking, okay, we do have a SMT and also the fair value gap. If we taken out the short-term high, okay, we was having the manipulation over here. And if I see the displacement to the downside, then only the short is going to be a good idea. And we have the failure swings and the equal lows also. You can see. Once we close the body, I'm going to take a shot like this. We can also look for the, okay, if the 5-minute FEG is completely disrespecting, we can also look for that. Just wait. If we are disrespecting this thing completely, then we still have a target like this. And also the Asia low is the another target. 50% over here. This is the breaker. Price should tap to this area at least 50% of the CE. Let's say if we create the order block, okay, we do have inverted this fair value gap, and also we have a market structure shift. After taking a buy side liquidity, this fair value gap is really the important level. If the market tap to this area, we'll look for the short and risk like in $250 to $270. Wanted to short on this fair value gap. 5-minute has been offered the entry. Let's see. Taking a short on this level, but my stop loss is really over here. Okay, keeping my stop loss over here and targeting this low. Because we also have flipped this gap, this 5-minute IFEG, this one. And if price is going to come over here and have the another order block structure, then only I'm going to add the another position. Yeah, you can wait, Danny. And on a 5-minute, if you see the on a 5-minute, if we have the change in state of delivery over here with the inverse FEG, that is going to be the high probability order block plus change in state of delivery, and also the breaker block, because this is the low where the market has taken out this high, and also you have the fair value gap. You just need a one more drop till this low. Thank you very much, Trader 123. Really appreciate, bro. So our reason was simple, okay? He was having a SMT, and also we was also looking. We are also above the midnight opening price, and also the 830. If we have a big expansion to the downside, the Asia low is the easiest draw on liquidity you can have. If we have this balanced price range, this gap should be the breakaway gap. That's why I was thinking, okay, price might did not tap these gaps, okay, and I'm expecting this gap as a breakaway gap. And oh no, this is the 5-minute IFG. And also if you see the ES is also dropping, and we have the big confirmation on a 5-minute. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my wait a second, guys. Right. Okay, so I have exited the 3 contracts, and remaining another 2 contracts I'm going to book over here on the CE. If the price is going to go over there, if price is going to flip this thing, it is completely normal for me, but I'm targeting this CE also, okay, the opening range gap CE, because that is the initial target. And also I'm not going to say this is the breaker, this is the low, and this is the high of the dealing range right now, and we are still in a premium. So most likely if we close the body on this opening range gap 25%, most likely we are going to target this level, okay. Brother, even after IFG you waited for the change in state of delivery confirmation. Why not London and the equal Asia low? It is, you can target those things, okay. Those, the London lows and the Asia lows, you can look for those targets. That is completely okay. And that is the 24,320, okay. But yeah, it is almost same. If you see, this is the almost same target, just 15 points. So we have somewhat, we are getting some kind of confirmation on this opening range gap 25% quadrant, getting a closure also. So my stop loss is BE, okay. My stop loss is a break even, and I'm not having any risk. I have booked the measure of my portion on this candle, okay. Can you please make a video like how to confirm the RTH chart and ETH chart? Or can you okay, I will explain, Amir Khan. I will explain you, just give me time, okay. The ES is the weakest pair, because if you see the ES, okay, ES has not taken out this high, so we have the bearish SMT. The ES, the Nasdaq is in a distribution. The ES has taken out this high, so it has done the manipulation to the upper side, and Nasdaq has done the distribution. So those who have not booked on this level, you don't have to row. You have to book something, okay. You have to book something at this range, at this level at least. And now I want to see how the PD arrays are working, how the PD arrays are also respecting. This is where my stop loss is on this orange area up, okay, completely over here. This should be the IOFD, and also the bearish fair value gap. So why this is the IOFD? Because we have done the buy side liquidity, and we have done the A and B. Thank you guys. Nice trade. I made a $800. GG. So we have another stage of distribution, and also looking for this low also. If you check the Asia low and this low, that can be your target. So but I will book my measure of my profits on this CE only, because if you see the candles on this two levels, we have the wick, right? So I want to show you something. It okay, so if you check this thing, if you remove the wick, do you see the equal lows over here? This is where you have to book. Okay guys. So this was the IOFED entry. IOFED entry. And we are going to book everything on this this level, 24,333. Full ORGCD institution order flow entry drill. We should not tag this high again, because we have made the ITH high. I want to take a same, just wanted the extra confirmation. Yeah, because look Danny, we was almost flipping this gap, okay, and we have taken out the buy side liquidity, and we also have the wick, you can see. If you remember what the ICT was talking about, the stop runs, he was saying that if you have the wick closing, then most likely we are going to uh, take out the extra another liquidity, another session liquidity, and we already book a measure of our position on this low. But looking back, there was no need. Good setup though. Yeah, it is. This can be the second continuation setup if we have the change in state of delivery. Your live videos are really helping solidify understanding of concept. Thank you, bro. If my live stream is really helping, thank you guys. You need to have a change in state of delivery, Sharma. If you don't have it, market can retrace deep also, okay? But this is where the market should, if the market is really heavy in a selling, and also if you see the wick, we have we have broken this CE also, so with the body. I say SPA options trade, SPY. Which one? Which shot you took, Denny? This is a long in a pre-market. Yeah, you always trade the pre-market, Danny, and you are a good trader in a. If you ask me, I don't understand how the pre-market works, but if you ask me how the 930 works, I'm going to tell you, and this is the live proof I'm giving you. I exactly know what steps I have to take for the 930. What is IFD, Adi? Can you please explain me? I will explain you in a schematic way. Just give me time, and I'm in a trade right now. I wanted to book my whole position on this low, okay? I have booked my measure of my position on this AM session high. Just give me time, guys. Once we finish our trade, I'm going to explain you. Sure, no problem. Yes, sir. So we had a stop run somewhere over here. We have taken out the short-term high. If the price is not taking out the low immediately, then it is going to be problematic. Okay, so we are getting a reaction, and I also wanted this gap should be unfilled and have the expansion to the downside. Yeah, we are getting a change in state of delivery also. So this is the another order block. We are going to have it, and the continuation setup to the downside, and this low is the important one. I'm expecting a big candle, 35 points. This fair value gap, what I'm seeing right now, we have a change in state of delivery, and also the price is reacting to this order block. And guys, only the 31 likes has been there, and I have given you the wonderful trade with a great explanation. But you guys are not hitting the like button. It is only the 31 likes. You guys should do something. So I have closed my position completely. Done and dusted. This was the wonderful trade for today, and my execution was over here. I exited my first position on a AM session high plus the upper quadrant, and full exit on this opening range gap CE. And everything was beforehand. I have explained you why I took an entry, and you guys are not going to blame me. You guys are not going to say me, okay, you did not give me any entry. Yeah, I have already finished my trade, so I can explain you guys. So let me write this thing first. 1 TP. Okay, so first of all, you have to understand the relationship between the opening range gap and the ATH and RTH. Okay, in a RTH chart, it is going to tell us that right now where we are right now, like most of the time the price is going to fill this 50% of this gap completely if we have the breaker block. Okay, then only you have to expect okay, it is going to fill the 50%. Then most likely what is it is going to do, it is going to completely close to this low. If price is closing to if the price is closing the body on the 25% level, the most likely we are going to go for the another level, that is the opening range gap CE, the 50% of that gap. If we close the body over here, then we are going to look for the 75% level, and if we again close the body at this level, this is where we are going to look for the another setup, another partial. But I don't hold my trades for the longer time. If you check, we have entered in a short at this candle. We have completely closed our position at this level, the CE, right? So the thing is, in a RTH chart, what I look for the opening range gap. I mark down these levels. I use the indicator. I have already shared this whole information on my Discord also, which indicator I'm using, what is my indicator settings and everything. The thing is over here, if you see, we are opening above the AM session high, and this is the PM session high, and this is the CE. Now, if you check the RTH, ETH chart, okay, ATH. So we was having the SMT with ES, right? After taking out the buy side liquidity, we was having the manipulation to the upper side. We have the high resistance liquidity run. There is the one video in a ICT in a 2019 or a 2020. So what he was saying, like if you have the FVG over here, let me show you. If you have the higher high, and if you have the fair value gap over here, then this fair value gap is the most important low. This fair value gap is the most important fair value gap in the entire dealing range. So we was having the fair value gap, and if you go back to my commentary, and I have already said this thing, that this fair value gap is holding the more importance, and we have the SMT with ES. But what we was needed, we wanted to have the confirmation, right? On a 1 minute we got the another first confirmation was this one, then again we have the market structure shift over here also and over here also, right? So we was forming the fair value gap over here. When we was getting the full confirmation on a 5 minute on the IFVG and the change in state of delivery. Once we have the change in state of delivery, what was the another target, the extended target you can look for, the pre-market low. And once we had a pre-market low and we closed the body on the upper quadrant, what was our next target, the CE. And if you remember what I said, you guys, like you don't have to target this low, and I have given you the reason also, like what was the reason, right? Again, I shown you that this is the equal lows, we have it, and if you mark this equal lows, okay, this is the real equal lows. If you mark this real equal lows, now you're going to see where we get a stop run. Everything was beforehand, everything where I exited, where I entered, what was my stop loss, and everything, it was given the beforehand with a explanation. And if anyone asks me what was the RR, it was the almost 2.6 RR. Now tell me guys, do you really like this setup and explanation? Now you are going to hit the like button. Yeah, if you see the like this, you can book. That's why the opening range gap is going to hold the more importance as compared to this. You can ask me any questions, okay? I love how you clearly explain. Thank you, bro. Guys, look, you don't need to go for any mentor. You don't have to pay to any mentor. I'm doing this thing for the free, explaining you the every concept in a live market. Those who understand the ICT concept really well, they are only going to trade in front of you guys, and they're going to tell you the reason also why this happened, and everything is beforehand. I usually trade the ES, but in ES I don't see the equal lows. I don't look for the I don't trade the ES, okay? I only use the ES with for the SMT. I do not even mark those I do not even mark the ES level. I only focus on the what the Nasdaq is doing, where we are right now. Are we above the we are above the midnight open price or not? Just to have the dynamic premium and discount. Can you explain the IOFD? Okay. So the easiest way I'm going to explain you. So this is the A, okay? This is the B. So think like this, the market has done this is the A, okay? This is the B. So what the market has done, market has offered the buy side liquidity. Market has offered the buy side. And market also offered the sell side. This I'm going to make as a red, okay? So A, this was A to B, okay? B to C. So what we have done, C, okay? So what we have done, we have offered the buy side and we also offered the sell side. So we have made the balance price range. So this is the balance price range, A to B, B to C, right? Whenever you have the gaps, after having this thing, okay, this fair value gaps, this fair value gap is going to be hold more importance, okay? And this one will be the IOFD. Now you understand how to identify the IOFD. Say yes or no. Okay, thank you very much, bro. But this is the easiest way you can understand what is the IOFD. Yeah, and right now we are inside this range and we tap to this auto block. Institution auto flow entry drill. It is just another criteria. It is just an characteristics of FEGs. Like we have the fair value gaps in bullish and bearish. How to find the bias? Those FEGs need to be unfilled. Yeah, though those FEGs should only fill like an 50%. It should we should not fill the 100%. If we fill the fully, then the most likely we are going to have the choppy price action. The also the price delivery will also it will be the slow one. Any idea on the 953 open as a bias? 953. No, I don't. I don't use it. 953. I don't use it. If I was using, I was telling you, but I don't use it. I don't know. 953. Some people are using the 945. They say there is a glitch in a matrix and the 953 is the loophole. when you see the balance price range, then most likely those gaps are not going to fill. The balance, whenever you have the balance price range, this is where the market is not going to completely close the fair value gaps also. If you see, my stop loss was above the fair value gap, so if the price was revisiting those gaps, I was expecting that we should not tap fully. I don't think anything about the longs. We might end up into the consolidation also, because we have taken out the multiple sell side liquidity, and also the, if you see the structure, it is, even though it is showing the bullishness on a 1 minute, if you have the conviction like okay, we can go for the buy side, then you can look for the buy on those order blocks. But otherwise, I have already done my business for today. Why not to get 944? I was waiting for this gap. I thought we are going to hit the, I think we was going to hit this fair value gap, and then I saw the 5-minute IFG. This is the 5-minute IFG. That's why I put a market order, and my stop loss was over here, my target was over here. Guys, you should go back to the live stream and you should check out what I'm saying at that moment. Yeah, it was not for me, Danny. Diego, if I say you something like, okay, if you see the 2 time frames are bearish, okay, let's say the 5-minute is bearish and the 1 minute is bearish, then most likely your trade is going to be in your favor only. This is the easiest way you can look for a setup. If you see the 5-minute also got inverses and 1-minute structure is also bearish, and if you have the draw on liquidity and you are above the midnight opening price and also above the 830, and you also have the target of opening range gap CE, you can take those setups, and those setups are my high probability setups. Most of the time those setups are going to work. I'm telling you, you can go to the, you can do the back testing, you can check it, you can also journal those things, and you can ask me in my Discord also. But if you have that setup, bro, that is going to be the high probability setup. Yeah, balance price range has the two balance price, there is a two way to look for the balance price range. I have to make those videos, guys. I'm a lazy that I have to make those videos. Hello Amit, what's up? Bram Bram, bye. How you're trading the NQ then, if you don't know the English? We took a wonderful shot if you check the right picture. By the way, guys, the take profit traders are banning so many traders. Be careful with them. Wait a second, bro. Okay, so which background music you're playing? Can you please share? I will share on my Discord. It is just a 2 minute music, but it is running in a loop. ES has taken out this low. If you see, Nasdaq has not taken out this low. So again, we have a SMT at a downside. Guys, look. Whenever you have this kind of lows on a 5 minute, let's say, okay, what you have to do, you don't have to risk. Check it. Where is the equal lows? Right? And now, if I pull this thing like this, check out. Depends on a setup also, and if I have the more confidence on that setup, then I will risk more, like in 300 also and $350 also. Most likely we are going to target this high again. Okay, we have traded back to the discount and we had a reaction from this IFG. We have inverted the two fair value gaps. We also have this small gap. If you guys have the stop run after the 10:30, then you can look for this high as in draw on liquidity, the previous day high. And after tagging out the previous day high, you can also look for the 24,582. This is the level on a daily. If you check the daily wick CE, this is the 50% of this wick, 24,582. You can also look for this level. And every order block is working for the bullish, and most likely we are going to target this pre-market high and the previous day high. That is really nice if you long. I just did not talk about the long because I have already done my business and I'm not going to take another trade. I hope you guys understand this thing. I breached my Tradify account yesterday. What should be the good platform to start? You can look for the Lucid right now. The Lucid is running the great deal. Let me show you the picture. Wait a second. So if you check the Lucid right now, they are offering the 50% discount on our Flex and Pro accounts. If you already purchased the two accounts, then you can have the 40% discount, and those 40% discount is going to be limited for the five accounts only. And if you even finish those 5 accounts, and if you already bought those account and you have loaned those things, or you still have it, if you still wanted to buy, then you can have 30% discount on a Flex account and also the Pro accounts, and plus on a direct account also. So direct accounts are the straight to funded accounts. The Flex and the Pro accounts are the evaluation accounts. You can go with those things. I wanted to ask you. You took this shot. Did you notice the micro time there? I don't. I did not notice the micro time. If you check the NQ, but it has on a flex account. You don't have any consistency rule. You can go for the flex accounts. You're not going to have any consistency rule in a funded accounts. On evaluation, you're going to have the 50%. ES has taken out this low, and Nasdaq has not taken out. Most likely, this is the next target. Okay, guys, if you wanted to ask any question, you can ask me right now. And I'm going to close the live stream. We already took a one setup. It was the sell and booked the good error. Today is the Wednesday where we don't have any news. And it can also do the chop chop because we are in an inside day bar. The nearest draw on liquidity that has not been tagged, it is the yesterday's high, yes, previous day high, and also the pre-market high. So these are the two levels. If anyone is in long and they wanted to have the targets, you can book over here also if you long on from that breaker block. But if you are in the middle of the range and if you have the 1 hour or the 1.5 hour already, you can book something at this level, and you can look for the another target like in pre-market high. That is the easiest target you can have it. And let me check the RTH candles chart also. So on a RTH, keep this thing in mind, the 24,537 is the key level, and after tapping out this high, we do have the fair value gap inside the 50% of this daily wick, 24,582. So most likely we can also look for this high. And the ES is in consolidation, the Nasdaq is struggling to go up. That is the only reason we are going to have the small change in state of delivery. If we flip this gap, the ES is going to tag this high. So I hope this small what the price is going to do, what most likely the price can do. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this live stream, and please join the Discord group. And if you are using any, if you're going to buy any account, please use the PERK as in code. This is going to helpful for the community, and also we are going to do the more giveaways on this YouTube live stream. Then only I can do the giveaways. I hope you guys understand this thing, and thank you very much guys, and GG. And those who took the shot, please hit the like button, and if you really like my live stream, please hit the like button. Thank you guys. Bye bye, take care.